You kind of want to poke around and figure out what we're doing first, or do you just want to do the intro and figure it out?
You want to do the three-man? The three-man thing's fine, and then we can work our way in. You always try and build the thing first, and I don't get any input, and then it goes horribly wrong.
I haven't. We built the other thing together.
Hello and welcome to Joe and Al Play Kerbal Space Program.
I'm Al.
I'm Joe.
You want to spend some science, Joe?
Sure. Ooh,
Where do we want to spend the science?
Do we have any science cans sitting out there?
So we have this guy landed at Ike. I think we had the thought that we would eventually get him back, or like get the science from him back.
Does he have
I'm pretty
science?
sure he's on his side. Yeah.
Our space program is horrible. Okay, well, keep him, I guess. I guess if you want to keep possibly.
That's Jebediah. If we kill this thing, we get Jebediah back. And he has 2 stars.
We could man a rescue operation.
Kerbal a rescue operation?
We could Kerbal a rescue operation.
We're going to Kerbal it together. Okay, so we want to go to all these muns. We're not landing on them, right? So let's look at what we have at our disposal. Over here we have our giant fuel tank for 550 science.
Which I don't entirely understand. How's that different from the big orange one?
It's just...
It's
No. This is wider than that. We have the super wide fuel tanks like this one, but they're shorter.
Okay.
So I don't know if this is the most efficient expenditure of our science right now.
Well, where do we have
Advanced Metalworks, which has new girders.
Well, we don't need any of this. What are we doing exactly? Have we actually looked at the contract?
The 3-mun course.
Ike, Minmus, and the Moon. The Mun. Now, Ike is certainly prestige trivial. Jesus.
Yeah, it's got a 6,000 completion bonus though, so that's nice. 600,000.
Yes.
However numbers work, you know.
Okay.
It doesn't say it has to have a person on it.
Nope.
So this could be a whatchamacallit, a remote control thing.
We're not saying that there are aliens on another planet of our solar system, but aliens.
So flying by all these three things. So my idea is that just hear me out here. We're just gonna take this thing we've already designed.
Oh God.
Where did it go? Where's it at?
Which one? Which one?
Here it is. We're just
The
gonna
giant
take this.
Munlander?
Yeah, we're
Why
gonna take
start
that.
with all of this crap.
And then we don't need like any of this stuff. So we're just gonna yank this off. Throw all of that away. Just in the garbage. And then just stick like really nice Probidyne on there. Do we want to do... I guess we could do some science on the way past all these things, but I don't want to necessarily clutter up the mission.
Yeah, no, let's just try this and see what happens.
Got mission creep. What? This is insane.
What?
This
What?
rocket, like, doesn't need to be this big. I just now, like, had the realization. Why are we doing this?
I don't know! This is how we Kerbal. You say, here's what we're gonna do. I say, why? You say, shut up, Joe. And then some point in the mission, you're like, this is a terrible idea. This probably will make it... Well, Ike's pretty damn far, isn't it?
I thought this was the nice, little,
As
doodad.
nice as we've got. We didn't spend any of the science, which had the nicer Probidynes in it. This is going to hurdle past 70,000.
This is gonna hurdle.
Doesn't make any sense.
This hurdles you a lot more than it hurdles me, Joe.
It's not funny. You're just using the word hurdle like the word hurt. It's not even a joke.
It's kind of a joke.
No, it's not. I hurdled myself today. See, if I
See,
still
it is
feel
funny.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You're just laughing because it's your own joke.
I wouldn't have made it if I didn't think it was funny.
Like, I can scientifically prove how that's not funny. somehow with a scienceometer, a laughometer.
So the 3 bodies that we have to visit are Minmus, the Mun, and Ike.
Do we have to orbit or fly by the Mun?
It's a flyby. Flyby Ike, flyby Minmus, flyby the Mun.
So can we wrap around the Mun, hit Minmus, and then skedaddle out to Ike?
Minmus is like in a different orbital plane is the problem.
Oh, you can do this, Albert.
I didn't say I couldn't. I said it's a that is the problem. I think we're gonna have to mess with like our
ascending node.
Ascending node when we're at the Mun.
You're an ascending node. To see if I still.
Man, the fuel amount that we have here is. It's like our rocket's too big, Joe.
You say that, but watch. Something's gonna go horribly wrong.
Actually, let's cancel here and actually plan this maneuver.
We actually spent the science we had talked about spending. We could have had a fancy probodyne that would have automatically snapped to various other maneuvers, like ascending node. You know what? We were missing, Al?
What?
A reaction wheel.
We are. We can revert here.
So you want to?
And build this better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not starting with a stupid moonlander.
You had this whole thing about like I'm never around to do that to say what I want and I'm gonna be here, and then you didn't say anything when I was like, let's do this.
I think I did. Did I? Did I not? I think I said, why are we using the moonlander? Isn't this too much rocket?
You imagine the things that you did say and you didn't say.
I believe I expressed a lot of shock and confusion.
Yeah, but you didn't say like, let's not do that, Albert.
You know, because I've gotten used to the fact that that does nothing. The things I say with my mouth into your ears have no impact on like what your brain does. First things first, let's go. Yes.
Spend some science?
Out to the lobby and have ourselves some science.
Okay. Unmanned tech.
Look at that. Isn't that sexy?
I think so. It doesn't say what it does, all of them. But let's go ahead and research them.
Words.
And then these ones are remote guidance unit. And that is a nice probodyne. Or there's ion propulsion, Joe.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either. It sounds sexy, doesn't it? And then there's automation, which I really don't know anything about that.
What? I like the bigger solar array. That's what I want.
Okay.
Hey, we want the big yellow one.
This is the new probodyne.
Yes. All right, a reaction wheel somewhere on here.
Yeah, I think probably further down.
Because by the time we get to this engine, it's going to be pretty quick, you think?
That's my... Yes. Do you want to think about having a pilot on here?
No.
Okay. Well, in that case, we definitely want to do some solar panels again.
Yes. The new ones. The new hotness.
How many of these do you want? Like
2.
Two seems good. Let's see what they look like extended.
Yes!
That's nice. That's very nice. Is this all copacetic with you, Joe?
Yeah.
I'm just saying things.
Until we get up there.
You're like, I'm going to build this from the ground up, and I'm not getting a lot of info from you about...
I wanted the new hotness. This seems like enough fuel to get us to where we're going to go, especially because we need... Put a relay on there. We're going to leave this thing out there. It might as well have a relay. Hopefully we can get some... Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I got the fancy new probodyne. That's what I wanted. We got the reaction wheels. That's what I wanted.
Now, our TWR is obviously sucky right now. But we will soldier on anyway. We're going to widen out to a larger thing to start with, I believe.
Ooh, using the coupler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this.
The mainsail's pretty good.
It's got great thrust. It's 310
all around.
Vacuum.
You want to use the giant engines here? We don't have a flare to go out to them, although I guess we could put like... No, we don't even have the giant... Whatchamacallits.
You don't think kickbacks around the...
You just want to go with this one?
Enough?
Just this and kickbacks and that's it?
I think 8 kickback. Well, let's see.
Okay.
What's the TWR of kickbacks?
This is what you want?
Well, I'll tell you what I want.
What you really, really want?
You're gonna need fins. to control this thing.
Are you happy with this setup?
I like having no responsibility and just yelling at you, but yes. This should
I'm trying
do
to think.
something.
Hopefully this engine or this antenna will last us to Ike.
Yeah.
It doesn't
We have
even,
two.
as long as we can point it, if we can get out of Minmus and have it headed towards Ike.
Mm-hmm. It could be like our Voyager.
Yeah, it could just go without without being signaled to, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the giant solar panels. We've got batteries. Got a real nice
reaction wheels.
Propadyne. We've got the reaction wheels. I'm ready to hit launch.
Yes.
Let's see how this one fails. This is going to be separate stages, by the way. We're going to burn these completely and then go to this.
Yes.
Just so everybody's on the same page. And that... What?
What happened?
We destroyed the launch pad.
What happened?
I hit space. The button that launches the spacecraft. I gotta try. Is this just like a weird physics problem?
Oh.
We've launched stuff with a bunch of kickbacks before, so that couldn't have been it.
I think it wiggled too hard. I mean,
We've got
you hit
good-
T,
What?
hit T, hit space. Yeah. They wiggle. Need more struts. The bottoms wiggled really hard, slapped into each other, and all hell broke loose. 86? Alright, that was overkill. We might only need 4.
We could drop the TWR on those, I think, a bit.
Well, why not just use less? Fewer of them.
You want to go back?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
How about like 3? Not 8. It's a lot of... Now that I look at it, it's a lot of kickbacks for what isn't a very large payload.
Let's go with 4. So that there's, like, symmetry.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It rhymes, like Star Wars.
Like poetry.
Yeah, you never heard that quote from George Lucas about
Yes,
Star Wars
it's not
rhymes?
it rhymes like Star Wars, though. It rhymes like poetry.
No, it's like poetry, it rhymes, is what he says about
Right.
Star Wars.
I guess that's right.
So if Star Wars is like poetry, then it rhymes.
I don't want to...
Things that rhyme like Star Wars.
No, I'm not doing this.
Okay. Now the TWR is 1.42. And go, I guess.
And go, I guess. This is it. I think we've done it, Albert. We've solved the 3-body problem.
We haven't even gotten into orbit. We're not.
The 3-body problem is also not what this is called. The 3-body problem is an unsolvable. It's a reference to the fact that we're at 67.
I understand. I know the 3-body problem because of like calculus and crap.
That. In physics and classical mechanics, the 3-body problem is the problem of taking an initial set of data that specifies the positions, masses, and velocities of 3 bodies for some particular point in time, and then determining the motions of the 3 bodies in accordance with Newton's laws of motion and of universal gravitation, which are the laws of classical mechanics. The 3-body problem is a special case of the n-body problem. Unlike 2-body problems, there is no general closed-form solution for every condition, and numerical methods are needed to help solve these problems. What?
It's real hard, is what they said. And here we are.
Save, maybe?
All right. And we're going to warp around so we can get in the orbit of the Mun.
Round, round,
Or
warp
not even
around,
orbit,
I
we're just
warp
going to
around.
fly by the Mun.
Round, round, warp around.
I get around, I get around, I get around.
Woo-woo.
Are the Beach Boys one of those like manufactured bands?
Nope.
Or, I mean,
They're perceived as such,
the
yeah.
cynical like 21st century part of me thinks that like basically everybody is that who I've ever heard of.
No, they just started making music as two brothers, and they just formed a band.
Okay. It was the Monkees that were like...
Although, weirdly, the Monkees actually had some musical talent and petitioned to be allowed to play their own instruments after they got famous enough.
Well, yeah, that was a weird... Again, they were like manufactured, but they weren't like Milli Vanilli where they weren't good.
Yes.
Recently learned about Milli Vanilli, which was a weird... our bad ideas show that me and Tony do. The other guy, one of the other guys in Human Echoes, talked about Milli Vanilli. I did not know their story.
Yeah, no, it's bizarre.
I've
forgotten a lot of it too. It's really interesting.
Like, to hear these guys, they actually thought that they were singing on stage for some of it. Like, they got into this wanting to be legitimate musicians, and the guy who was producing for them just sort of needed some pretty boys to fill out his, like, boy band roster. Ah, that's not far enough. Go. Give me a periapsis. There we go.
Yes, perfect. You can lock the target. That's so nice. Or maneuver.
Yeah, we're not using it, but...
No. We just had decided to talk about Milli Vanilli while thrusting, and...
That's what you do when you're talking about Milli Vanilli. You be thrusting.
What's your plan here?
I want to get out to the orbit of the, like, Minmus.
Well, fly by the moon first, and then do it.
Okay.
Then go around to the periapsis of Kerbin.
Yeah.
Did we get the moon flyby credited?
We should have, but I'll check. Yeah.
Yes.
Swing right up in there.
Round and round.
So I'm just gonna forget about the maneuver and... Oh! Wowza. Let's go retrograde. That's a real powerful engine. We didn't need that much power. That's close.
If you keep pushing, what happens?
Let's see.
They go down. You might get it. You might get it.
That's the one. That is an encounter, ladies and gentlemen.
We have a periapsis, so we're not actually running into the planet.
Yep. And let's just check our... We got our flyby Minmus. We're going to get to our... No, we want to get to periapsis and push out, right?
Yep.
So we break free from the orbit of Kerbin. All right. That's... It looks like an escape. All right. We're going to set Duna as our target. And what's our ascending node like comparatively? Oh, it's good. Okay. Say we can... Yeah, there we go.
Oh, God. It's so messy. Now it's final form. It's a 2-minute burn now.
Yeah, but we're 42 minutes out. Like, if we were being real precise.
Huh? What?
Because it's... Look at
That's
how...
all there is now is preciseness. We're literally trying to hit a planet on the other side of the solar system.
We're going to do it. So look at how much fuel we have. It's a lot.
But why not be precise? I don't understand.
Because in the vast emptiness of space, this is precise.
That's exactly the point. You're combating against the vast emptiness of space, and you're just like, ah.
Me and the vast emptiness of space are good buds, okay?
No, you're really not. You aren't by a long shot.
Yep. There's an, whatchamacallit?
Yes, but are you going to do the burn right?
Yes, I'm going to do the burn right, Joe.
1 second before the burn.
It's a 3-second burn.
Ish. 1.5 seconds before the burn, before the node. Full bore. And then off 1.5 seconds after the node.
If you do it 5 seconds before the node, it won't work.
That's correct.
I do not agree with that statement.
It's a different burn! How do you... what? So if you did it 5 hours before the node, it wouldn't make a difference?
It doesn't. It's not going to make an appreciable difference.
Right, for a 3-second burn? We'll see.
They don't even have a half-second counter here.
No, you have to be a pilot.
Yeah, I'm not.
Is your finger on Z?
It's an 8-second burn, Joe. You led me
It's an
astray.
8-second burn.
Now we're
That's 'cause you were
doomed.
doing your dinky little half birds before. If you always do full bore, you get perfect burns every time.
We do have an intersect here, though.
Yep.
We have a periapsis. So I guess let's do that.
Cut off your maneuver. Make sure it's actually the real... Yep, we have a periapsis of something.
Here we go.
Solving the 3-body problem. We'll
Fly
leave the
by
contract
Ike.
up so we can see it ding.
Well, we're not. We gotta still. We're not. We're gonna be in orbit of Duna, not Ike, probably.
Why? Where did our Minmus and ticks go?
That's an excellent question. Where did they
What the
go?
hell?
What happened?
I don't know.
Is it because we went to the tracking station? They're like,
That's
no,
not-
that does.
No, that's stupid.
I can do this now, but why?
I don't know. We'll know he did it.
That's so. Because it has the. No, ensure that vessel is newly launched is here.
Yeah. We've ensured that.
We've been cheated.
Yes, we have absolutely been cheated. I don't even care. Burn whatever you want to. Stupid.
I'm not stupid.
Stupid game.
That is frustrating.
That is mean. It's mean what it did.
Oh no, it's back. They're back.
Hey, we got it back!
What happened?
I don't know!
They don't like it in map. No, we were in map view. What?
I don't know.
What? Okay. You want to go retro? Yeah, here we go.
Woo! Man, that's...
Annoying? Yeah.
Yes.
Here comes the loop! And we're gonna bring it in. Where we're close to that little guy right... Oh! Is that it? That's it. That should be it.
Oops. It left.
I didn't do anything. I'm not thrusting.
What the hell happened? What is going on?
I don't know, but we're gonna get to our periapsis at least and bring this in, so we are likely to have an encounter. There it is.
And it's back.
It's literally the 3-body problem.
Go, turn on the contracts. Make it sexy like.
Ah, it's gone again! This is like a roller coaster of emotions. Ah, there it is! Stay!
Added that final warp button. It's gone! You're holding off on that full warp.
No, I'm auto-warping.
Oh!
Because I didn't want to, like, now I can mess with it. Do we want to try to get in orbit of the planet there?
Yeah. Not the moon necessarily, but it'd be nice to be in orbit.
Well, we're in orbit of the planet right now, and we have an encounter, and we've completed the 3-month course.
We're not in orbit of the planet. We're going to go shooting back out.
Oh, because of the moon encounter. You're right.
Yes. So yeah, let's leave this guy orbiting whatever the hell we're on now. Something.
We're gonna have like a weird. I want to actually get inside of where the mun is going to be influencing us.
Ike.
Substantially.
It's not the mun.
Sorry, yes, Ike. Look at this, because it's going to try to pull us out here again.
Yep. Well, yeah,
It doesn't
we wanna
like
make
us.
a stable orbit. I understand what you're doing.
And because I have a reasonable amount of fuel, I'm not going to worry about precision here. I'm just going to... I was worrying about precision before, Joe, but
Yes.
not anymore.
Now Albert's footloose and fancy free. How far out are we? Just out of curiosity. I have no sense of scale.
1 million?
miles. Perfect. We have a relay satellite around the thing now. That's handy. Hardy.
Yeah, it gets all the way back to almost Kerbin.
The crater rim.
Well, that's it. That was not as maybe as exciting as some of our other stuff that we've done. We have these new solar
Don't
panels.
tell them that. What are you doing?
Well, that's
was amazing,
it.
folks.
That was our most exciting one to date, guys. We continually top ourselves every time. I mean, last week we crashed on. We had that thing that happened on the Mun, and I was like, man, we're gonna come back. I don't know how we're gonna do anything as good as that, but we did it. We did another good one. We got another good one for you today.
Support us on Patreon.
My name's Steve Harvey.
Links at the bottom, and will be showing up on your screen shortly. You get access to the bonus podcast and all of this stuff a week early. Thanks.
We love you.